What's up mga ka-nursing? At yun na nga, bago mag-umpisa ang lahat, papakilala muna ako. Ako nga po pala si Ryan Reyes Songalia. Um, Nag-vlog po ako kasi meron po akong itatalagay about the digestive system. At bago po ako magsimula sa pagtatalagay, um, intro! So, hello guys. Welcome back. At yung itatalakay ko po ay yung digestive system. Most of the things that they eat are carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids. After we ingest, and it is digested in the stomach and absorbed in the small intestine and excreted in the rectum. So the digestive tract is composed of oral cavity, teeth, tongue, and salivary gland. And it is important to have teeth to break the food or being masticated in the mouth, and your tongue pushes it inside or inwards. It is important the salivary gland to make or soften the food, and it goes down the esophagus and to the stomach. Lumen of the digestive tract is lined by mucus. Mucus lubricates the food and protects the lining of the digestive tract. Kaya kung waray mucus, magagasgasan ang digestive tract or magkakameda friction. After the mucus, there are epithelial cells. It goes into the stomach, the small intestine, large intestine, and to the rectum. As I talked earlier about mastication, mastication is the scientific name used for chewing. So you masticate. To masticate, you need your teeth to break down the food, and an imo dila an imo magpupul it imo food tisakob. You need the salivary glands that were produced your saliva. Where are the salivary gland is produced? It is located. May daadaha sublingual, it's behind the tongue, parotid, and submandibular salivary gland. Total itong hiranga types, 3 types of salivary gland. Makakita ka nga ni kamuhin kalamansi na gintutudtud or gintitiros, naglalaway ka. Kung naglaway man, amo iton na-stimulate an iyo 3 types of salivary gland, an iyo sublingual, parotid, ngan submandibular. The act of swallowing is called deglutination. You deglutinate, you are swallowing. And salivary has amylase. What is amylase? Amylase is a protein that helps in the digestion. Ang food na iyon ginswallow nasol the esophagus. When you swallow, the epiglottis covers the larynx, and the food that you swallow called bolus, amutiya, na tatawag niya bolus and the food that you swallow. Nagkikinaong ka, tas pagtulon mo, amo na ito nit bolus. So the esophagus has peristaltic movement. So amo hiya nahuhulog na to may stomach. Kung umabot na stomach, ginmixed and food content, kasama to ang muscle and stomach amo ang nagda-digest. Ang stomach nagsisecretehin hydrochloride, that's why it's acidic. Acidic it aton stomach, at the acidity of pH is 2.0, and it has mucus and pepsin. Katapos madigest maagiha pylorus sphincter kinahanglan umabre ang sphincter bagiya it bulb. Tas amo to mintras di naaabri it sphincter adto laanay ang pagkaon na imong kaon na sa kubay mong stomach kay ginda-digest pa. Once na digest na, that's the time the pylorus sphincter will open para makagawas hiya ngadto ha small intestine. It is in the small intestine where the nutrients were absorbed. It kuan liwat amot to gin-absorb ang nutrients sa small intestine tas ang diri liwat na absorb mapakato large intestine. Dito large intestine gin peppermint that there will be fermentation amo iton kung nakaon kita diri dayon iuuro or magpupo. It takes time to digest tapos makato small intestine. Dito small intestine nabulig ang liver, ang gallbladder, kaya ang aton bile para ma-digest ang iba na food. There are liver enzymes that is needed para ma-digest naton ang food in the small intestine. Tas once na ma-digest na small intestine, aadto na ma-absorb, the small intestine is lined by villi. Tungod damo it iya faults, halaba nga nahalapad ang iya surface area. Masulod iya ha large intestine and waray ka-absorb ang small intestine makato large intestine amon to waray tungod ang iba waray ka-absorb ang small intestine makato liwat ha large intestine. Dito liwat ha large intestine, like as I say earlier, igpa-ferment ang mga undigested food. There are things nga nutrients also needed in the large intestine and dire tas amot to kay may da kailangan gap ang large intestine ma-absorb nga nutrients nga waray ka-absorb ang small intestine. Tas ang dire liwat ma-absorb dito ang large intestine amo nito magawas na yaas ang pupo or ang uro. You call the digestive food as chyme or chyme. I don't know what is the proper way. Pag na-mix na hiya, it iya hydrochloric acid ngan pepsin. Amon itong kagagawsan na hiya, chyme na hiya. Ngan itong ba nga ni na kuhan mo nga nagsusuka ka, iba itiya rasa baga maaslom na di na parehosan emotion nga pagkaon marasaan siya pero pag suka mo di na marasa amo iton kay ano na di na marasa o maaslom na an imo ginsuka because an action of hydrochloric acid ngan pepsin amo iton as siya nag-iba ang rasa. Ang sakob na nga daha small intestine diri niya food mixed chyme na itawag ha iya. So ang iba na organs na nabulig ang pag-digest o digestion ada ang liver and the gallbladder amo ang nagpo-produce in bile. Nasa kubiya small intestine through the bile duct. Ang pancreas is an organ that also helps in digestion. Ang pancreas secretes iba-iba na digestive enzymes. Amo to. Ano ang enzymes? May da lipase, amylase, ngan trypsin. Nagaano di da bile duct ngan dito pancreas may da maltase, sucrase, ngan peptidase. Kasama to. Ina-absorb dito ha may bloodstream, may da monosaccharide ngan amino acid. Tas dito lawat ang blood, small intestine amo ang nag-absorb. Na-absorb gyapya ang fatty acid ngadto ha lymphatic. Tapos ang small intestine, that's what I talked earlier na villi may daniya crypts. You know the towel itong banga nga an amo iton an aton small intestine alike pero parehas may da turut alya may da towel tungod an iya villi. Tas an finger like is called the villi amo niyan villi. It ada liwat ha ubos as you can see is the crypt. What is the purpose for this? Ang purpose ini is to increase the surface area para haluwag it an absorption, so na-absorb tanan ang imo kinaunan. Notice again that there is a thin mucus layer. There is always a mucus layer, and I talk about it kanina. Ang purpose na may da mucus layer para diri magkamay da infection or magasgasan. Amot to. Di da small intestine may da iba pa nga parts, and the parts are jejunum, ileum ngan duodenum. Tas then an diri na digest na food makada large intestine amo to na kon ginyakan kanina. Tas an appendix supports the lymphatic system. Ang large intestine may the transverse, ascending and descending. There is the cecum. An area para liwat mag-ascend is to call cecum, tas transverse and then ma-descend nga makato na rectum. There are some people who has strangled the large intestine. For example, mag-example ako nga ang mga babae nga ayaw mag-undergo nga ayaw pag-undergo cesarean kay once the abdomen is open, ang imo intestine will have adhesions. Once na makaptan or matouch or ma-disturb any arrangement, 90% of the people will have adhesion. Ano ito niya nga adhesion? Ano ito nga sising adhesion? An adhesion, nagdudurugkot ang imo tinai. When that happens, nagtitwist ang imo kaon, ang imo kinaunan, di kaliwat naka-uro o nakapupo. So you need to be open up again, mag-open up tummy. Kaya nagka-problema. So as much as possible, ayaw ka mo mga babae pagpasisaryan. Some of the women na diri magpa NSVD rather, or normal spontaneous vaginal delivery kay nahadlok kay tiba kasi nahadlok dumakon era vagina kay tungod mag-anak hera. Pero ayaw lang gyap nga to having risk kung nagmamakasakit kay adhesion, mas maoro pay nalait magpa NVS dito kaysa magpapa cesarean ka kay magre-risk ka tutuusin mo it sakit it adhesion. If you have the patient that is vomiting, anyways, back to our topic and about the stomach digestive. If you have a patient that is vomiting and that has not excreted or nagpupo for how many days, suspicion is obstruction in the colon. Obstruction, ano ito niya, can be cause of infection or adhesion in the large intestine. In the large intestine, ibaliwat nga topic, has a thick layer. From small intestine, ang junction in the large intestine is the cecum, ato liwat ang appendix. Aadi ang lumen, ang buho lined by cells. And the mucus layer is thicker than in small intestine. Ang mucus layer mas thicker pa yan small intestine ganun mga mucus nga nakakuha ng small intestine. Sa large intestine may dalawat lots of bacteria, pero may the purpose, and purpose is fermentation. Foods that are not digested in small intestine goes in fermentation. And small intestine has villi, in the large intestine waray, pero may laniya mga crypts. Amod to guys, yan po yung topic na about sa digestive system. I hope na meron kayong natutunan o ano pang lesson about sa digestive system. that would be all. And